Hi everyone. Are you a mom that feels like you're enabling your adult children? Or maybe others have told you that you are and you're just not seeing it or understanding how to stop? So today we're going to talk about that. But first, for those of you that are brand new to my channel, I just want to welcome you. My name is Sally Harris and I'm a mom who walked this difficult road with my own daughter for over a decade. And when her life spiraled, so did mine. And I promise you, it does not have to be that way. And I want to talk about this subject of enabling. A lot of you, it makes you uncomfortable. And I understand a lot of times, majority of the time, people enable out of love. They really do. They enable out of love, but they're not considering the outcome or the ramifications for your child long term and what this means when we're thinking about what is enabling, right? Enabling versus helping. That's a fine line for some people. And I wanted to bring this up because I'm hearing more and more about this with the moms that I serve. And it is one of those things that is difficult to stop, but once you do, you will have freedom. You will have freedom. I think a lot of moms are afraid to stop enabling because they feel their adult child will walk away. Because I want you to think about something. Your son or daughter, you've taught them how to treat you, right? So a lot of you are being manipulated into enabling. Some of you are doing it on your own without even being asked. Some of your kids don't ask for a thing, but you're constantly, paying the rent, paying the phone bill, paying the car insurance, paying the car payment, giving extra money every month. They don't have to ask because it's just like, it's a cycle, right? They know it's going to be provided. Many of you are afraid to stop because you're afraid that they're going to be gone. But I want you to think of the flip side of it. And I want you to think of in the significance for your adult son or daughter long term. Because it's really easy to think about right now in the here and now and what it looks like, and it makes you feel good, right? It makes the mom feel like you're contributing, like you are showing love by enabling, right? And enabling is not always money. It's a lot of times it is, but it's not always money. It can also be things like applying for jobs for them, finding their jobs for them, or calling into work for them because they're sick and they're still under your roof. Doing things for your child that they could and should be doing for themselves at this point in their life, right? And we want all of you, I have no doubt, all of you want what's best for your son or daughter, right? That there's no ill intent. You want them to grow up to be successful, adults, good citizens, like really wanting them to have a good life. But a lot of times, what I'm going to say here, some of you are going to be uncomfortable with. And I want you to think about this, because many times, and I see it over and over and over, is moms enable out of their own need, not even their son or daughter's need. So I want you to ask yourself, if I'm enabling, why am I enabling? Is it because you feel pressured? Is it because you're being manipulated? Or could it be something more on the lines of, it's my way of showing love? Which very well could be. If it's your way of showing love, is it also hindering your son or daughter's growth? Is it hindering their ability to find that job themselves, to pay their own rent, to have to go work? Maybe your son or daughter has decided, I don't have to work. I'm not trying real hard to find a job because I know I've got fallback in mom, right? Or the family. And a lot of moms will tell me too that when you stop enabling, your son or daughter is going to go to other family members. They're going to go to other family friends. And you feel pressure about that. And I want to encourage you that that is not your responsibility. Your responsibility is right here. Your responsibility is you. It's not your adult son or daughter. We're not talking about a teenager here. We're talking about an adult child. And I'm certainly not saying you should never help your child. I'm all for helping my kids When I'm able and I know that they are striving to do their best and they still need a little bit of help, I will absolutely help my kids. But what I won't do is if I see, which, and I've been there with my daughter, obviously, when I see someone who's not willing to do the work themselves, but they want me to pay for their life, but they don't want to get up and do the work. I had to get up and do the work. I had to get up and go to work every day. And a lot of times, so do you. And some of you are working 2 jobs just to be able to support your adult children's lives. And so I say all of this in so much love. I just want to encourage you today that I want you to consider, where is your enabling coming from? Is it coming from you or is it coming from your child? And it may be both, but where's the pressure coming from? Is it your need to contribute? Is it your need to be loved for fear of losing them if you don't? I want to ask you one other really hard question. What if, God forbid, something happened to you today? How are they going to manage in life if they have not been forced to do the things that we need to do to be successful, even just to get by? Right? We all have hard times in life. We have times where we just got by. I've had plenty of those times in life. But that is my question to you. Where's it coming from? Where's your enabling coming from? So just be really, really honest. And what happens if, God forbid, something happened to you? Will your son or daughter be able to manage on their own? Because I know some of you are enabling to the point where I don't know that they would be okay on their own. It would be a harder transition than having lose a parent and have to figure out life all on my own versus just trying to figure it out right now. And again, enabling doesn't have to be 100% cut off across the board. Okay? A lot of people think it does, and I believe there's a time and a place for that depending on the circumstances. If there's drugs involved, things like that. But for the most part, it can be in sections, it can be in levels, right? And so if you're someone that needs help with that, I would love for you to reach out. If we've never chatted before, you can click the link for a discovery call. It's not a coaching call, it's a consultation, so I can share with you how I could help you in your specific circumstance. And if you're interested in my summer workshop series, there's the link for that below as well. And you can learn more about who you are and how to figure out, how are you? Who am I? I look in the mirror, I don't even know who I am anymore. Maybe you've been enabling so much you don't know who you are. So I would love to help you get that back. And that is my first workshop for July. And then you'll see more information for August and September. But I hope this helps you today, and I'll see you next time.